My name is Coach Mathis, and I had the pleasure of working and meeting with Jaime when he first arrived to the United States. I was one of his first coaches here, and had the pleasure of getting to know him.
Jamás me imaginé dedicarme al deporte, ni mucho menos.
Jaime gave us size, leadership, the ability to listen and learn, to teach younger guys, the ability to show that hard work always pays off.
Vivir en Barranquilla era muy bueno, una ciudad bastante hermosa, bastante cálida, acogedora, muy feliz. Tuve pues muchas experiencias bonitas y muchas experiencias que marcaron mi vida, pero creo que estoy orgulloso de mi ciudad y de mi región y de las raíces que tengo, y especialmente de representar a mi ciudad y a mi país. Creo que soy muy orgulloso de ser barranquillero. Mi papá fueron a mi graduación. Tenía yo, no sé, unos 6, 8 años. Y recuerdo que a cada niño, después de la ceremonia, pasaban al frente y la profesora le preguntaba qué quería hacer cuando grande. Llegó mi turno y yo dije, yo quería ser como mi papá. Y mi papá, yo le dije, es un chofer de bus, un conductor de un servicio público de Colombia. De mi papá aprendí que cuando tú te dedicas a hacer lo que realmente quieres, hay que hacer las cosas con amor. Y mi papá siempre me ha enseñado que haga lo que hagas, siempre trata de dejar una huella en lo que hagas. Y que la gente que te conozca por lo que eres y no por lo que aparentas.
When I first met him, he was very quiet, obviously because he didn't speak English that well. But you could kind of see, his motivations. You can see how driven he was. And then also he was a very humble young man. He lived with us that entire summer. It was a pleasure to be around. We barely knew that he was even in the house with us a lot of time because he was so quiet. If he was trying to get to, he had left his country chasing a dream in hopes of one day going back and bettering his community.
Jaime, he introduced me both names when I first met him. Great guy. When I first met him, he had a hard time with English. He had been in America for about 2 or 3 years. Still learning the ropes, learning the language. It's a hard language to learn, but great guy. I could tell he was up-spirited, happy to be at Trinity Valley. And I came in late. I came in right when the school year started in August. And I was kind of one of the late guys. I was brand new. And he just took me in with open arms and let me feel at home. Guys!
His work ethic was very focused. He was laser focused because, like I said, he was chasing a dream.
As far as Jamie's work ethic, he's in the gym every day, multiple times a day, working on his craft, trying new things, figuring out his game, extending his game.
He was a part of the first wave of international kids that we worked with, and they were from South America also, so that was a bit of a safety net for him.
There was Jaime, foreign, Andreas, Flacco, Adam, from Brazil, Colombia, Canada, Robinson, also from Colombia.
You could just tell that he was within his thoughts and his dreams daily with how he went about his business. I didn't have to wake him up early. We didn't have to kind of beg him to get in the gym. Hobbies were initially, I think it was just basketball at first. He had no distractions. You know, he was in touch with his family.
His work ethic is undeniable. He stays in the gym. He knows he wants to be better every day, and that's what he does.
One of the things I think that makes him special, one is a player of his size, which is very, very, very hard to get like a true big man who has skill and feel the way that he does. Feel is probably the hardest thing to teach because it's acquired based on just what you're able to kind of just manipulate and absorb daily, and then you manipulating that to your advantage, what works, what doesn't work, logging and remembering what works to be able to use it, you know, in a game situation. That was probably one of the things that I saw from him that just made him real special.
Cheers. My body right here, you know what I mean?
Me and Jamie's chemistry, man, we like a 1-2 punch. I was at the 4, he was at the 5, so, you know, I fed him, he fed me. He said his potential, man, is just through the roof because he's a 7-footer. He can do a lot of things. He can block shots. He can hit threes. You know, he can put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. You know, his footwork is pretty good, so his potential is through the roof. He can take it as far as he wants to take it.
Yo pienso que el cambio de universidad a la ACB es bastante grande. El estilo de juego es totalmente distinto, mucho más físico. Ya te encuentras con jugadores que son profesionales, con veteranos que conocen esto y saben las mañas del juego, por decirlo así. Te encuentras a personas que fácilmente pueden estar en la NBA o a cualquier más alto nivel todos los días y todas las noches es una lucha. Eso es lo que más me sorprendió. Ningún equipo de aquí te va a dar nada de gratis y todo va a ser una lucha desde el jump ball hasta el último pitazo. Y creo que eso me ha enseñado mucho a ser persistente y un poco más fuerte mental, saber controlar los tiempos del juego, saber cómo parar las caídas del equipo y todo eso. Entonces creo que he aprendido mucho en ese sentido. Como te dije, este es mi primer año y siempre estoy agradecido por la oportunidad y trato de ser una esponja, tratar de absorber la mayor cantidad de información que pueda.
It doesn't surprise me about his performances in Spain before he got injured. We were talking prior to him even signing a pro contract, and he was all in basketball-wise with trying to go the NBA route. And due to COVID, due to the uncertainty with a lot of other things going on, you know, we talked about him, the skill set that he already has, playing in probably the second best league, you know, in the world, which is the ACB, and how good guys really get. And you look at some guys that made the transition from maybe, you know, Spain or Europe to the NBA, they're guys that are contributing now, you know. And so back in the day, it used to be, well, maybe it was a physical limitation for these guys, or it was a perceived mental limitation, but that's no longer the case. As in some of the foreign countries, their work ethic in terms of player development is overloaded.
Con el tema de la NBA, creo que todo está en manos de Dios. No tengo muchos detalles que dar con respecto a eso. Yo creo que el tiempo de Dios es perfecto y trabajo cada día para que las cosas salgan. Soy una persona que bastante me gusta mantener mis cosas muy privadas hasta que todo salga. Y pues nada, esperemos que a ver qué pasa. Es mi primer año como profesional. Lamentablemente pasó lo de la lesión, pero eso no me va a detener para obtener los objetivos que quiero en mi carrera. Entonces, a dejar todo en manos de Dios.
What surprised me the most about Jaime was probably his ability to get through things. I mean, being in America for such a short period of time and picking up on the way Americans are and how we act and how the game is played over here was really big to me because it can be hard coming from somewhere else and your family somewhere else and you feel like you don't have anybody. But I felt like with us, me being me, and the other foreigners, we all came together and we just made each other, feel better in weird situations. And I felt like Jaime handled everything the right way.
I've only been able to see him follow through with his initial objectives. And when he first arrived here, our first talk was, hey man, you could possibly be a really good, high school player. He did that. You could possibly be a really good college player. He did that. Towards the end of that, I was telling him that, hey man, listen, I think you've got professional potential.
Creo que el mayor mensaje que yo le daría a todos los niños es que nunca acepten un no por respuesta. Yo recuerdo que hubo un entrenador, yo le escribí para ver si me ayudaba para ayudarme a irme para los Estados Unidos. Un entrenador muy reconocido, me ahorro el nombre y bueno, hubieron varios. Y me decían que sí, pero después nunca se vio noción de ayuda en ningún momento. Y hoy en día las cosas son son de otra forma. Entonces, la vida da muchas vueltas y la verdad, cuando tú no aceptas un no por respuesta y te dediques a trabajar y a probarle a esas personas de que tú sí eres capaz de hacerlo y no rendirte hasta el final, creo que eso te ayuda mucho a mejorar en la parte de baloncesto y en la parte como persona para el día a día. Dedicarte a tus sueños y que nadie te lo frustre o nadie. Tú eres el dictador de tu propio destino y tú sabes hasta dónde puedes llegar. Entonces, no aceptes un no por respuesta.